こんばんは、みーチャンネルです。
こんばんは、マークです。
Welcome to our channel.
Youkoso! 元気ですか？
はい、元気です。元気ですか？
No, this week I have a bit of a cold.
お大事に。
Thank you. So what is this week's Japanese word?
すみません。
すみません. So, can you say it a bit slower?
すみません。
すみません. So what does it mean?
すみません。Excuse me.
Excuse me.
すみません。Or if we take a train.
Yes.
He. So, すみません。I'm sorry.
So how do we use it?
すみません。
So, like, one is on the train. So we hit someone, how do we say it?
すみません。I'm sorry.
すみません. But then also on the train, we can use it.
すみません。Excuse me.
Excuse me. Then if we want to get off the train,
すみません。
so it's different. Yeah. It's like, so getting off train is like, すみません, すみません. Then if you also break something, smash something, then it's with a bow, すみません. Yes. So it's a very versatile word. We can use it in many situations. So it's excuse me and sorry. Yes. So we can use it, I'd say, on the train. We can use it to get someone's attention. We can use it when we do something wrong, but only if it's something not too bad. Yes. If it's something really bad, you don't use sumimasen. So it's for like small little things you did. So maybe a kid breaks something, he can say sumimasen. But maybe if an adult breaks something, sumimasen is no good. Yes. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you. So what are we going to talk about next?
Do you know nabe?
Nabe. Nabe is like a hot pot. Yes.
Big hot pot.
Yes.
Is share.
Yes.
Eating with for friends, or many nabe, kimchi nabe, meat nabe, fish nabe, lots of nabe. What do you like nabe?
Nabe, I like fish nabe is good. But I kind of a hot pot because I'm from Ireland, so we like hot pot.
Nabe is famous.
Yes.
Nabe.
Where is nabe from? Is it like just all over Japan, or is there just not a specific
winter time?
Yes. So it's wintertime dish. So it's good. So again, it's like a kotatsu type dish. Yes. So sit around kotatsu,
talking, eating, chatting.
Really good. Yeah. And what's your favorite type of nabe?
Now I like. Do you know daikon?
Daikon. Daikon is like a vegetable, white vegetable with like little holes. So when you cut it, it looks kind of like a wheel. Yes? Daikon.
Daikon, white.
Daikon is white, or when you chop it.
No.
Shredded.
Mizore nabe, like a snow.
Okay.
Meat, vegetable, and
yes.
daikon.
So it's like shaved daikon. So like shaved ice almost. Yes. Cool. I've never had that before.
Looks like snow.
Looks like snow. Very cool. Yes. So we talked about people make it at home, but would you eat it in a restaurant also? Yeah. So are there
many izakaya has nabe? So
izakaya is almost like a restaurant with a pub.
Yes, restaurant with pub.
Yeah. So it's not the same as say in Ireland or America where you have pub food where it's a bar with a restaurant. This is more restaurant and then they have a bar. So the food is a little bit more important than the drink, but still, if you go to izakaya, you know you're going to be drinking beer or some other alcohol, maybe sake or something. Yes. So izakaya has it. Then are there for other things that we talked about, like okonomiyaki or sushi, there are dedicated restaurants, like a sushi restaurant. Would you go to a nabe restaurant? Or
Yeah.
is it just, yeah?
Hormone nabe.
Hormone nabe.
Hormone.
They're famous?
Yeah.
Ah, good. And where would you go for that? So are they all over Japan? Or
Yeah,
yes?
yeah.
Ah, cool. Very good.
Yes. Lots of nabe restaurants.
Yes. Ah, nice. So it won't be too hard if people at home want to try it out. They'll be able to find that.
Sukiyaki nabe restaurant.
Oh, sukiyaki. Wow.
Hormone nabe.
Yes.
Motsu nabe
Yes.
restaurant.
Ah,
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
Very nice. Yes. I like sukiyaki. I
Make
again.
Yes.
Yes. I made it as a surprise for you one time.
Yeah.
Yes. You said, we watched on TV, I think, and they were eating sukiyaki. And you said, I like sukiyaki. Then next day, I made surprise. Yes. So, and it's not too difficult to make either. So if you want to try it at home as well, you can find recipes and stuff. It's not that difficult to make because it's a hot pot after all. So, but it is pretty tasty, pretty delicious. And again, it's a lot of things about Japanese culture is meals is about sharing. It's not about like this is your one, this is your one. It's a lot of it is sharing, and nabe is another one like that. And it's good in an izakaya as well because you can get nabe and then you can get many different dishes as well. So again, sharing is very important, and then obviously beer too. Yeah, yes, beer is good. So if you come to Japan, definitely try it nabe.
Yes.
Okay, next, how about our Japanese place for this week?
Fukushima.
Fukushima, yes.
Yeah, Fukushima is.
So last week we talked about Iwate. So Fukushima is south. And it's obviously Iwate and Fukushima both got hit by the tsunami, but Fukushima is more famous because the nuclear plant was there. Yes. So how is Fukushima now? We talked about Iwate is maybe coming back.
Yeah. Some people come back, then school start, but some people start make rice, vegetable, but many country cannot import.
Because they're afraid it's contaminated because of the nuclear plant.
Maybe we need 20 years or 30 years. We need.
So the people grow it then? Do the local people eat it?
Yes.
And is anybody monitoring to make sure they're okay? Checking?
Yes.
So they're checking.
Checking.
Good. Because they might be eating and people saying, it's okay. And then maybe 20 years time, there's maybe a news report, they lied, these people have, cancer, and blah, blah, blah. So I hope they're okay. So obviously, again, they had this tsunami, but let's talk about how things are now. So if we were to go to Fukushima, what is there to do?
Fukushima is they make a if we go to Fukushima, we visit that place and we can eat Fukushima food.
Yes. So what is
we can
Fukushima food?
We can go to ski, snowboard.
So again,
mountains.
Very nice.
Yes.
And what kind of food is Fukushima famous for?
Rice.
Rice? What type of rice? Because in Japan there's a few different types of rice.
Famous hoshihikari or rice.
So what would you use that rice for? Is it good for sushi or? Yeah, good sushi rice.
Vegetable.
Yes.
So Fukushima has good snow mountains.
Yes.
So play.
Yes.
Ski, snowboard.
So again, it's a lot of winter sports. How about in the summer? If someone goes in the summer.
They have not hotter than.
So not as hot as Tokyo, cooler than Tokyo.
Yeah.
So again, it's if you want to get away from the heat of Tokyo, especially in August, If you're here in August and you want to get away, then it's a good place to go to. And then, yes, and then, and it's unlike say Iwate and where else we talk about Hokkaido and what was the other one?
Hokkaido,
Aomori, yes. So it's more south, so it's closer to Tokyo. So it's easier to get there if you want to go maybe for a day trip.
Yeah.
It's close enough. Yes, you can go on the Shinkansen. So
the ramen is famous.
Ramen there is famous.
Kitakata ramen.
Ah, good. So what is Kitakata ramen compared to other ramen?
Soy sauce ramen, but it's famous. Oishi, good, nice.
Really good.
It's
So for people who don't know, people a lot of time get ramen, and maybe they just get like a cup noodle type ramen. So no, not in Japan, in other countries. Yes. So maybe they don't know there's different types of ramen flavor. So the soup is different. So there, it's what type of ramen? So it's a soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
So shoyu. So that's for there. That's the type of ramen you get. So if you like soy sauce flavor, then it's ramen for you. Maybe it's good. So we have to try sometime. Well, you've already tried. Obviously, I want to try sometime.
Sushi is good.
Sushi there is good too. Good. Yes, because there's before at least there would have been a lot of fishing there because they're along the coast. I don't know about now how much fishing they do, but before there would have been a lot of fresh fish.
They have big lake with big hole and small fish.
So they do ice fishing as well.
Yeah, same as
like
Hokkaido.
Yes. Very nice. Good. Yes. So Fukushima, obviously, first of all, it's worth actually going to, regardless of whether the tsunami was there or not. But also, if you go there, then you are in kind of a good way supporting the people who are trying to get back on their feet, because the more people who visit, then the more money comes into the local area, and then the more people feel confident about the future as well. They think, people are coming to visit and stuff. So if you're in Tokyo or any other parts of Japan and you want maybe a nice day trip or a day or two or something, maybe try Fukushima. Good place to go.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So next then we have Japanese culture.
Do you know shodo?
So what is shodo?
Did you did shodo in your
shodo is like calligraphy. Yes. Yes, one of my elementary schools, they have like a shodo club for 2nd, 4th, and 6th graders. And so one day school finished early, and the maintenance guy said, come with me. So went to the room they would have, and everyone was doing, so they said, please try. So I tried. But for me, it was, the brush is very big, so it's very strange to get the strokes, and then after you use a smaller brush to do the side. So sign your name and stuff. So I tried, but it's difficult.
You tried. You had at that time. You concentrate.
Yes.
That concentrate time is good for Japanese people.
See. So that's why people do it. So for concentrate, focus. Good. And how about you? Do you like shodo? You don't like? Why don't you like?
I'm lefty, so
same as me.
Is
right hand. All for right hand.
I was younger, so
yes.
Teacher, I checked teacher not go another way. I like that. Teacher asked, no, again,
right
again. Finally.
Yes.
Both hands. Yeah.
And in shodo as well, it's very important the stroke order for the characters, because maybe if someone writes with a pen, then you can't tell the stroke order because you can't see one on top of another. But when you do shodo, you can, because the ink sits on top, so you can see where the brush went, whether they did it right or not. So the teacher would check, first of all, whether maybe the general shape is okay, then stroke order also. What else would they check?
I don't know.
Is there anything else important?
Yeah, I think
They're the main important things. So stroke order and then the general shape. Ah, okay, good.
It's beautiful, it's okay.
It is, yes. But I admire people who can spend that long practice, because in elementary schools, I know they have competitions, but it's like each year has maybe two shodo that they do. And then they have to practice. They do the same one over and over and over and over until they get the perfect one. And then maybe for competition, maybe they have to do 2 or 3, and then they try to get the perfect ones. And so the kids were doing ones, and I look at them, wow, that's amazing. And then the kid just, because maybe one little bit is wrong, and then they want the perfect one, so then they try again. And so I just think it's amazing how people can spend that much time to do it, to get it right. I wouldn't have the patience. I try one time and go, oh, I can't do this. And then the one I did was, I can't remember in Japanese, but it's basically the first sunrise of the new year was the one we did. Yes. So it's a special one for that time of year that they did. And then also, where else would you see shodo? So maybe, we talked about last week with the kado, where you would see maybe in department stores and stuff like that. So where would you see shodo outside of schools or?
TV's advertisement or shodo competition.
Also, is it right that at the sumo tournament you see shodo? Yes. So we went to, what's the name of in Tokyo, the big sumo. Yes, they have the sumo museum and then the sumo. So there they had lots as well, you can see. So it's a big part of stuff like that. And how about then other traditional Japanese stuff like kabuki? Would you see shodo? So in kabuki, would you see shodo if you went there or no?
But calligraphy is what style is
different.
Shodo style.
Yes.
Not pen, not ball.
They use the brush.
Brush style.
Yes.
Brush.
Yes. I see. Yes. So it is kind of linked into a lot of other traditions as well. And if you've ever, as I said, in schools you see it a lot, because normally there's stuff hanging around the class, ones that the kids have done. So, and then if there's a club, there's stuff in the club as well. And then also for things like the sumo and stuff, it's very tied into that too. So, how about then things like festivals?
Shodo.
Was there a shodo festival or like All Japan Shodo Festival? Yes. So when you say many, does that mean that there's many all over Japan each year, or different prefectures, cities have different
in prefecture or another many competitions, and for famous people is big 1 meter, 2 meter paper. So big brush. Lighting. It's lots of people watch it.
So it's
use just only hand. Not use all.
So don't move your shoulders, just your hand.
But not finally we stand 2 meters, 2 meters.
When it's really big, then you have to use your body.
Yeah,
But
like
when,
art.
yes. So it's kind of similar then to say in Hollywood, where maybe like a movie star and get their star on Hollywood Boulevard. Many people go to see them, so it's something similar. Really cool. That's nice. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's then our traditional culture this week is short. So if you want to try, there's plenty of places to try as well. Yes, in Japan.
Yeah.
So maybe people can go to classes or something. And so if you come here, just look up Shodo and you'll be able to check it out. So how about then modern culture?
Do you know SMAP?
I do, because SMAP is your favorite band.
Yeah.
Yes.
SMAP.
And I know the song Arigato.
Yeah.
Together.
Arigato. Yes. SMAP finally
Broke up.
So and Japanese office only 2
Yes.
guys, 3 guys out.
Yes.
So they start internet or Twitter, Instagram.
So SMAP, for people who don't know, are like the original Johnny's boy band. So they're the ones who start the whole thing off with boy bands in Japan. So they were going for 20 years. Yeah. So, and they were really popular because they weren't just a boy band, they also had their own TV show. And the TV show was actually pretty entertaining because they SMAP are not good singers. Yes. Yes. They're so singers, but they're good entertainers. So they, on their show, they would sing a little bit, but they'd also do comedy and sometimes cooking and interviews. And so there was a lot of variety on the show. And because they are probably better entertainers than they are singers, then the TV show was very popular. Whereas their singles, maybe not so much. But when they were younger, maybe their music was more famous.
Yes.
Okay. You like, so what's your favorite SMAP song?
世界に一つだけの花. Please listen.
Please listen to it? Okay, you have to download it from me.
ありがとう.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, my favorite one is Arigato. But now SMAP are broken up, so if you come to Japan, you won't be able to see them in concert because they don't do concerts anymore. But if you mention them, people will know who they are. Okay, so next then is This Week in Japan or Snack? Snack. Okay. So what have we got here?
Snack.
Okay, so
Jagariko.
So let's get them a bit closer so people can see. Okay.
Jagariko. This one.
So it's called Jagariko.
Nori.
Okay.
This one. Corn butter.
Corn butter and nori. So nori is seaweed. So it's the same type of seaweed that's used for sushi. Yes.
Jagariko, lots of flavors.
Yes.
You try corn butter also.
Okay. Corn butter.
Corn butter.
Okay. So here we are.
Corn butter. Say no.
No, I don't like that one.
Why? Corn butter.
At the start, you get a really strong corn flavor.
Yes.
I don't like it. It's like, you know, if you cook corn and you cook it too long and it goes kind of brown, blacky brown, that's what it tastes like.
Okay.
It tastes like burnt corn. How about you? So. Okay, so let's try.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
The nori. Maybe the nori is better. I have had not the nori one, but I have had some of these because you see these in the convenience stores all the time. And I have some that are pretty good, but the corn one is a no for me. Okay. No. That one's better. The nori isn't so strong.
ご飯ですよね。
Good. Okay. Yeah, definitely. So this one for me is thumbs down. And this one is thumbs up. How about you? Same?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're gonna try to maybe you like the corn one, maybe it's just us, but this corn one I would recommend. The nori one I definitely recommend. And you definitely see lots of these in Japanese convenience stores. So I don't want to take one of those because then I have to eat it. But basically it's like a potato chip, but in like a long format, and then the inside is kind of hollow. Yes, so it's not thick. So you would just imagine like it's like a potato chip, or in Ireland we call them crisps, and they're just basically nori flavored crisps, but they're really good. Corn ones, no.
Junior high school students, hot water here.
Like noodles? Ugh.
Eating.
No way. No way. We can give that to junior high school students, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first snack. The corn one is the first snack where we have a thumbs down. So we have to remember it's a record. Okay, next then we have This Week in Japan.
Peace.
Japanese culture.
Yeah, culture.
So peace.
What do you think? Peace.
So in other countries, it's like maybe a protest symbol or something. So no war or no nuclear. But in Japan, it's just for photos.
Peace.
Yes.
Peace.
It's like.
Please understand Japanese people.
Yes.
Hi,
yes. So just any photo with Japanese people, you have to go like this. Everybody.
Please don't think crazy.
Yes.
Just culture.
Yes. So if you see Japanese people taking photos, they're probably all going to do this. And then because everyone else is doing it, if you're a foreigner, normally you just yeah, everybody's doing it. Okay, I'll do it too. And then all your photos end up with you like this. But it's not too bad. It's just sometimes it'd be nice if they didn't do it in all the photos. You know, maybe do something different. But it's just the Japanese culture for photos. So. But yeah, watch out for that in Japanese photos when you come to Japan. So next then we have this week in Japan.
This week is graduation week.
So it's graduation for elementary school, junior high school, and high school.
University.
And university? Oh wow. So it's basically the end of the academic year. Yes. So graduation for elementary school is just like a ceremony in the gym. Parents come, then they're going to junior high school. Nothing too fancy. So it's not like really important. Like the higher level up, more important. Yes.
Everybody.
Yes. Then junior high school. So they're graduating, but also junior high school are doing their high school entrance exams. So maybe the students are feeling stressed also.
Nervous.
Yes, nervous, because in Japan, what junior high school you go to will determine what job you get later. So it's very, very important for the students that they get into the high school that they want. Because if they don't, then maybe they can't do. If they think, oh, I want to be a doctor, then I need to go to this high school and then they don't get that, then maybe they can't be adopted.
Yes.
It's just the way the Japanese system is. So the students are kind of a mix of, they're sad to see friends go because they will go to different high schools. It's maybe the first time that they split up because a lot of times students will go from the same elementary school, they'd all go to the same junior high school. But then when they go to high school, then they split up. So they're sad to see maybe leave their friends, leave their teachers, and then also nervous about their results. So it's nice then that when they have their graduation, because then they can just feel happy for a short time. And then for high school graduation, so what was your high school graduation like? Your high school graduation?
High school graduation?
Yes.
Just a ceremony.
Just a ceremony. So do you get a certificate?
Yeah.
Is the certificate from the school?
Yes.
I see. Because say in Ireland, we sit a national exam called the Leaving Certificate, and then we get like a slip from the government and a certificate from the government that is then you need if you want to go to university. So it's a little bit different. So in terms of then importance, so university graduation is like people will wear kimonos, or they'll wear like the gown or gown and mortarboard.
It's after master degree.
Only master is the mortarboard.
Master, doctor.
Yes.
University is kimono.
Kimono or suit.
Yes.
Yes. And then how about then high school? High school is uniform or kimono?
High school uniform.
Uniform. Everybody. Okay.
Junior high school is junior high school uniform.
Yes.
Elementary school graduation is elementary school graduation is I don't know why junior high school uniform.
Yes.
New one. We have to set up before the.
They wear their junior high school uniform.
Yes.
For the first time.
Yes.
Wow. I didn't know that. Yeah. Because I've always been invited to elementary school graduations, but normally I'm working the day it's on. So normally the elementary school graduation isn't the same day as the junior high school. So before, when I worked in junior high school as well as elementary school, anytime the elementary school graduation was on, it was a school day for junior high school. So I was working in junior high school, so I missed them. So I've never seen them wear their things. But also something I remember about this time of year as well is that the junior high school students, third grade, you see them in the morning, they go early to the school, and then they all go on their bicycles because they're going to their interviews for their high school. So that day they bring the bicycles to school, and then you see them in groups. They're going to this high school, they're going to this high school, and you see them all going around. That's something I always remember about this time of year. But yeah, graduation from high school isn't as big as, say, in America. It's like a big thing. They wear the gowns and the speeches, but in Japan there's still a ceremony, but it doesn't feel as big. It just feels like kind of a normal kind of graduation. It's not like almost the high school in America is almost like university type, but not here. It's kind of, each one is just a step up.
Yeah.
And that's interesting as well, though, about only like doctorate and masters wear the mortarboard. In Ireland, actually, when you graduate from university, everybody wears the gown, but only women wear the mortarboards. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, that's very interesting. And then, but this week as well, there's another really big thing happening in Japan. Now, what's that?
3/11.
Yes, so 3/11, for anyone who doesn't know, is the date that the big tsunami hit
7 years ago.
7 years ago in 2011. Yeah.
I work in Tokyo.
You work in Tokyo at the time?
Fifth floor.
Yes.
Shaking. And no train.
Yes.
I walk
Home.
Yes. Or co-worker stay home.
Yes.
Stay office.
Yes.
That's Friday.
Yes.
I think Saturday afternoon they start back to home.
Yes. That day I was actually staying in Hawaii, and so it was nighttime in Hawaii, and we also got the tsunami warning because they thought that the tsunami was going to come the other way too. So I was staying on Kugyo. I think it was Kugyo, yeah. So close to the beach. So the police came and evacuated all of the buildings there. So I had to go to a friend's house and then stay overnight. So then we were watching on the TV, the news, and we were like, couldn't believe all the pictures, and it's so sad like what was happening there. But every year there's a special commemoration on the anniversary. So that's what's going to happen this week. Yeah. So what's going to happen this year? Because each year it's a little bit different. So this year it's.
But every year we 1 minute
Silence. Yes.
But in Japan we go to Fukushima, Iwate, visit.
Yes.
It's good for them.
Yes. Try to support, to support them. And then also, I think this year there's going to be a lot of candles lit. It's kind of this year's special one is to light the candles to kind of new light, and just because now people are hoping that Iwate and Fukushima people can come back and basically get on with their lives, but it's very difficult. I don't know, if there was a tsunami and I lost you and friends and stuff, it'd be very difficult every year then to think, and people say, now it's okay, you can, but all the important people are gone. So that's happened to a lot of people here. So it's important to remember, and that's what the ceremony this week is about. It's about remembering those people, and just basically trying to support them, as you say. Getting people to go and visit Iwate or Fukushima, and try just to because people in Japan don't really do charity. You don't see charities in Japan. But not the same. So in Ireland, say if we go shopping outside some of the charity collection, but in Japan, no. But there are charities in Japan, but there isn't that thing of asking people to give. So because we don't have that, then that's why people go to visit, because then they can give a different way. They can give in a way that people don't feel like they feel like it's just normal. People are visiting, it's good, so it doesn't feel like charity. So I think that's a good thing as well. But as I said, there's such devastation there that any kind of support that people can give. So if you're in Japan and you're looking for somewhere to go snowboarding or skiing or mountain climbing or go to the sea or get tasty seafood or try some ramen or ramen or anything like that, well then there's two really good places to go and see in Iwate and Fukushima, and also you'll be supporting people who need all the support they can get. But it's a really sad time of year to think back. And now soon on the TV they'll be showing the pictures of I think this week a little bit they were showing the initial tsunami coming in, and it's just amazing every time you see it. Think that how could you survive something like that? Obviously many people didn't, But yeah, I won't say like, I don't like, a lot of people now say, oh, thoughts and prayers are with them, and it doesn't sound very genuine, because so many people say it, like politicians and stuff, and politicians are never genuine. So, but you know, just basically wish the best for all the people of Iwate and Fukushima from both of us. Yes. Okay. So, a bit of a sad note to end on, but you know, other than that, it's been enjoyable as always, having a chat here, and always look forward to when we make these videos. And now we have a score to settle.
Nice.
We have, the score is 2-1 to you.
せーの。じゃんけん
ぽい。
ぽん。イエーイ
No! 3-1. 3-1. You're cheating. Yes, you're strong. Yes. Next time I will win. Good job. Thank you. Excellent. See you.